Sure.
Hey Ahmed, how's it
Okay,
going?
got it. I'm good, man. How are you?
Not too
Nice to
bad.
speak to you.
Yeah, you too. What are you currently up to?
Just working on my store, to be honest, right now. So I
Yeah,
just
awesome.
opened a new store. So yeah, just testing out some new products.
Sweet. Well, yeah, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day. I know you're a busy guy with all your stores and everything you got going on. So yeah, I think this video can be pretty valuable for some other people who are maybe looking to get started
Sure.
and kind of take their first few steps in the world of e-commerce. But why don't we
Yeah.
just start with a little introduction in terms of kind of who you are and your backstory a little bit, how you got started with e-commerce and ultimately what led
Okay.
you to reaching out to work with myself and my team and get to this point today.
So yeah, my name is Ahmed. I'm Egyptian. I lived in Saudi Arabia the majority of my life. Went to school here and was basically brought up here. Then I went back to Egypt for uni. And after that, I came back to Saudi Arabia to work here. And I actually started working in an e-commerce company for around 4 years. So I was the senior international buyer for getting products inside the country and going to China and sourcing products online. So I kind of had a backstory or like a good background before going into dropshipping, but the company that I worked for was importing in bulk, so it wasn't drop shipping. So the idea of drop shipping was still new to me, but like getting products and talking to suppliers and all of that, I still had some experience in that, which obviously helped me a lot during my drop shipping journey. Yeah, and then I started thinking about like, okay, so I know everything about ecom now. Why don't I just do all of this myself? Like, why should I work for someone else? And uh, especially that I have all the connections with suppliers, I know how it works. Uh, it's just so much better for me to work for myself and start my own empire.
Yeah,
So yeah,
no.
that was when I started thinking about like not working for someone else and doing it myself. And that's how I came across drop shipping.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I guess
Yeah,
to this point, obviously, the past couple months have been pretty cool for yourself. I know you've hit some pretty cool numbers and you've been able to kind of
yeah.
scale your store up successfully. Do you think you could talk a little bit on kind of, some of the results that you've seen and then how, our team has been able to help impact you in your journey as well?
Yeah, so I was talking to a lot on the private chat and obviously watching your courses and stuff, and that gave me a lot of good insight onto how to start developing your own store because it's completely different to work with a company that has everything set up for you and then you doing everything yourself. And like I told you, I was only getting products online and I was in the purchasing department. I had no idea what like marketing was or setting up the store or Shopify and everything. But your team helped me out a lot, and your videos helped me out a lot in starting that store and testing out new products and starting the campaigns. I had no idea how to run a campaign on marketing, but your team helped me out a lot. Especially, I would say Artem, Tony, and Courage. Tony and Artem for TikTok and Courage on Facebook mainly. And yeah, so that's how I started. I started testing out products. I failed a lot, by the way. My first winner was I think the 10th product. The 10th product was when I hit the first winner. And then scaled that product. I was making around 60,000 K a month
That's awesome.
in sales.
Yeah.
But I ran into a copyright issue, which led me to like I could have continued it, but there was a copyright issue, which made me feel okay. If TikTok is disabling my ad for this copyright issue, most likely the big companies related to that product, they could cause me like a big issue. So I decided to stop it. I could have continued, by the way. I could have gotten greedy and continued it, but I was like,
Yep.
no, like I'm still a new company. I don't want any legal issues. And there's plenty of products out there. So I just disabled it and I went for the next product. And yeah, I'm currently hitting around 40K a month for that new product. So yeah, in summary, I got two new winners. Like I worked on two winners during my journey, which started around January this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm so excited to see you scale up in the next couple months because it's going to be the most exciting
yeah,
time. Obviously, as you know, we're moving
yeah,
into Q4, so I'm stoked
yeah,
for that and to see all of the progress. But I gotta ask, like, at what point, because you obviously persevered and you ran into a few products that didn't work well, but you kept going.
yeah,
At what point was it that you really felt like, wow, this this is it, like I'm going to go all in on e-commerce, or did you feel like that from the very beginning? Because I know a lot of people, they try a couple products, they get discouraged when they
yeah,
don't find a winning product that they can generate sales with, and then they kind of
yeah,
just leave the business model as a whole. But for you, how did you kind of
yeah.
combat that and work through that?
Uh, to be honest, like I won't lie, there was a point in during that time, like I told you, I was testing a lot of products, and it was like my 10th product to test that I got a winner. During that time, there was a bit of uncertainty, of course. I'm not gonna say yes, of course, like I knew for sure this is gonna happen
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, it's still a new concept for me. Starting a business, starting a drop shipping store, I still didn't know if it's gonna work for me for sure. Uh, especially in the US, I'm targeting Australia and I'm targeting. So for example, TikTok organic can't work for me, for example, because I don't have an account in the US. So I ran into obstacles like that. And that got me like thinking, is it really possible for me to the US and everyone in the US and establish and have established business in the US or not? So that was a bit uncertain because I wasn't living there. But as soon as I kept on going on and testing new products and not giving up, by the 10th product, um, this is something also Tony also told me about is you'll know the product works when you're not for. So before I would all of these things, think it and developing more and trying out new ads, but I feel like I was forcing it. And so if you're forcing something, you know it's not a good product. So that's how I learned that from the beginning you can tell from maybe the second or third day that this is not a winner or this is a winner. So yeah, by the
Yeah.
10th product, I kind of realized what he was talking about because like the metrics were really well, sales was good. I wasn't forcing it, like it just sold itself. I only had one campaign. I wasn't doing multiple campaign, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it just like happened with the flow, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, so excited to see where you take your brand over the next few months.
yeah,
And we're going to be there to continue helping with scaling it up. So again, just
yeah.
want to say, thank you so much for
Thanks a
taking a few
lot,
minutes
man.
out of your day and answering these
No
questions. I'm
worries,
sure it'll
man.
be helpful for somebody
No
else out
worries,
there
man.
getting started. But uh, but yeah, I'll catch up with you
Sure.
soon. And it was really good talking.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.